I stand with Arizona's Native American population. The U.S. federal government came up with a plan to strengthen Arizona's economy. Part of this plan is to create a new copper mine outside of Superior. There are three issues with this copper mine. The first issue is that this copper mine would be on sacred land for some of the Native Americans in my state. The second issue is that the businesses behind this copper mine are not American. They are British and Australian. The third issue is that this copper mine is supposed to generate $1 billion a year for the state of Arizona. The current administration is supposed to be America first, so why aren't the businesses working on this copper mine American? Why are they foreign? The project is supposed to bring in $1 billion a year for the state, but this money is not going to go to the people. The people running this state don't want to make this state better. I do not live in Superior, but I know most of the people that run my city because I used to be in my city's Republican club. Nobody here wants to make this city better. They just want to keep the status quo. And Superior is worse than where I currently live. Will any of this money be going into the development of Superior and making it a good place to live? The answer to that is not a chance in hell. This $1 billion incentive is a joke. This money will just go into the hands of the politicians that run the state. The city that I live in is built on land that is soaked in bloodshed. The closer you get to the mountains, the more supernatural events you will come across. And people disappear in these mountains every year. This is one of the reasons why I would never purchase a house that is right up against the mountains. One of the mountains has its own weather patterns and can make electronics stop working. This resulted in a plane crashing into the mountain a couple years ago. This land is haunted. Everybody that lives here knows that you can look at the mountains, but you do not hike them. You respect the mountains and leave them to their own devices. The problem is that most people do not respect these mountains. And now the federal government wants to mess with sacred land that is 32 miles away from where I currently live. That's too close for comfort. The Native Americans in my region have suffered enough. This project needs to be shelved, and the federal government needs to stop disturbing the land. Go find a copper mine in a different state. I have no interest in the government opening Pandora's box to make a few dollars. Respect the land that is known to be haunted. If the land in my city has issues, then there is going to be problems with the land in Superior. That is a given. Thanks for listening. Have a fantastic day or night.